India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is in China on a two-day visit from Monday. Soon after his arrival in Beijing, External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar met Chinese Vice President Han Zheng today. The External Affairs Minister conveyed India's support for China's Shanghai Cooperation Organisation (SCO) presidency and noted the improvement in bilateral ties. Dr. Jaishankar asserted that the bilateral relationship between India and China has been steadily improving since the meeting between Prime Minister Modi and President Xi Jinping in Kazan last October. He also expressed confidence that the discussions during this visit will maintain that positive trajectory. The countries marked the 75th anniversary of the establishment of our diplomatic relations. The resumption of the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra is also widely appreciated in India, External Affairs Minister said. He added, continued normalization of ties can produce mutually beneficial outcomes. Jaishankar also said that the international situation as the two leaders met today is very complex. As neighbouring nations and major economies of the world, an open exchange of views and perspectives between India and China is very important. Dr. Jaishankar also held a number of meetings on the sidelines of the SCO Foreign Ministers meet. He met with the SCO Secretary General Nurlan Yermebayev in Beijing this morning. They discussed the contribution and importance of the grouping SCO as well as endeavours to modernize its working. Meanwhile, Dr. S. Jaishankar will participate in the Shanghai Cooperation Organisation Council of Foreign Ministers meeting to be held in Tianjin on Tuesday, that is July 15th. The ministers will exchange views on SCO cooperation in various fields and major international and regional issues. The SCO comprises of 10 member states. These include China, Russia, India, Iran, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Pakistan, Tajikistan, Uzbekistan, and Belarus. And we are now joined by Jessica Taneja for more details on the story. Jessica, this is External Affairs Minister's first visit to China since the LAC standoff in 2020. How significant is this visit?
Well, certainly a lot of groundwork was laid for this visit, and with China being the chair of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization Leaders Summit as well, this is an important visit, not just on the lines of bilateral trade exchanges, but also looking at the resumption of ties between India and China, as you pointed out, which was strained during the Galwan Valley clash in 2020. Well, India had maintained that normalization of border ties was important to resume trade. Now China is one of the countries with whom we have traded almost more than $100 billion with a massive trade deficit as well. And just like many other countries, India also relies on China's critical mineral export, something that the Chinese have recently put an export control on and has not just troubled India but the rest of the world as well. But these troubles aside, this visit also signifies the fact that India-China ties are slowly in the process of resumption, and with the kind of hostilities it has seen in the past and in the recent past with its neighbor Pakistan, with China there has to be a dialogue, there has to be engagement, of course on India's own terms and its own idea of strategic autonomy, and looking into its own policies as to what drive engagements with neighboring countries and an economic giant like China. If you see in the recent years, the trade with China has increased. So this visit is also about discussing issues of trade, as you see the global order right now, and with Donald Trump's tariffs, rates changing almost every other week. There is a lot of uncertainty. So this visit is also sort of to further cement those bilateral trade ties and also ensure a smooth flow of conversation. You see the language that we've seen right now from the Indian side in terms of the context building. You heard the External Affairs Minister say that this is a continued normalization of ties which can produce very beneficial outcomes. Now, let's also tell our viewers a bit of context here. the Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi last year had met with his Chinese counterpart Xi Jinping in Kazan on the sidelines of the BRICS summit. That was their first bilateral meeting, and that was in fact preceded by a disengagement agreement on patrolling points which were very crucial, particularly Depsang and Demchok, which were point of contention. So there was a disengagement agreement reached before that October BRICS summit, and now with this, the senior representations as well as consultations with various mechanisms in place, both the nations are slowly moving towards building or rebuilding those ties. Recently you saw the resumption of the Kailash Mansarovar Yatra, which came in as a relief for many Indian tourists who were with her, and pilgrims, pardon me, who were waiting to visit a holy site, have certainly been seeing some positive momentum in that direction. So with now talks of resumption of direct flights between the two, enhancing trade and also people-to-people ties will be the focus of this event, Tanvi.
Okay, we all are looking forward to the foreign ministers meeting in Zheng tomorrow. Thank you very much, Jessica, for all those updates on the story.